Have you ever really stopped to listen to the silence between the notes in a piece of music, or noticed the empty space in a room, and how that space is actually what gives everything in it shape and meaning? It's funny, we're always so focused on the things, right? The sounds, the events, what's happening in the foreground of our lives. We're constantly chasing what's next. But what if the most powerful reality of all isn't in the objects we see, but in the space that holds them? What if the background is actually everything?
Well, in some ancient traditions, this very idea that the container is way more fundamental than what it contains, well, it isn't just some abstract philosophy. It's considered a living presence, a divine consciousness. This sacred pattern you see here, this yantra, it's like a map. It's a map of an infinite, aware, and deeply nurturing reality. It's a map that points us back to the very source that everything comes from and everything returns to. It's asking us to consider that this space we usually ignore isn't empty at all. It's intelligent. It's alive.
Okay, so let's really sit with that for a second. What if the ultimate power wasn't some force acting on the world, but was the very field in which the world gets to exist? And if that's true, then maybe this huge, nurturing space doesn't just exist way out there among the stars, but it also lives inside of us? Could the vastness of the entire cosmos actually be found in the quiet stillness of your own heart? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. I mean, we've all been there. That feeling of being completely overwhelmed, just crowded by demands, by noise, even by our own thoughts. And in that moment, what's our deepest instinct? We say, I just need some space. It's such a simple phrase, but it points to something incredibly profound. When we say that, we're not just looking for a few feet of physical distance. We're not just trying to get away from something. No, we are longing for an inner clearing, a return to that feeling of openness, of possibility, a place where we can finally breathe again and remember who we are underneath all that noise.
This deep, universal yearning we have for space, it actually has a name. In the yogic traditions, she is known as Bhuvaneshwari, and the name itself tells you everything. Bhuvana means the world, or the whole realm of being, and Ishwari means the ruler, the sovereign, the queen. So she is literally the queen of all worlds. She is the divine mother, but she's not pictured as a person or a thing in the universe. She is the infinite conscious space that the universe is made of. She's the cosmic womb that all realities are born from.
Now this idea, it completely flips our normal way of seeing things. We usually think of ourselves as these tiny little beings floating around inside a huge empty space. But this wisdom suggests something totally different. It says the universe itself is her body. The galaxies, the stars, you and me, we're like jewels or ornaments that appear on her infinite self. So here's the key. The space we're looking for isn't somewhere out there. It is what we already are. To know Bhuvaneshwari is to realize that you are the silent, witnessing awareness in which your entire life is unfolding.
So, to really get our heads around this, let's explore it in a few layers. And the first layer is all about the relationship between space and its closest partner, time. In this tradition, time is also seen as a powerful goddess, Kali, who represents all the change, transformation, life, and death.
Think of it like this. Bhuvaneshwari, as space, is the eternal stage. It's always here, silent, unchanging, just present. And on this stage, Kali performs her fierce, beautiful dance of time. All the events, all of history, every birth, every death, every moment of joy and sorrow, that's Kali's dance. That's the story unfolding. But you see, without the stage, there's no dance. And without the dance, the stage has no real purpose. They are two sides of the same coin. Bhuvaneshwari creates the space, the field, so that Kali's dance of life can even happen. One is the eternal witness, the other is the incredible drama.
But here's the thing. This concept of space isn't just about the physical cosmos out there. This exact same dynamic, the stage and the dance, it's also playing out inside of us, right now. This is the second layer, and it brings us inward. Just think about your own mind. It's a vast space, isn't it? Just like the universe holds galaxies, your mind holds thoughts, dreams, memories, feelings. All of these things, they arise, they play out, and then they dissolve, all within the space of your consciousness. That inner space, that is also Bhuvaneshwari. She is the very field of your mind.
Okay, now we're going to go even deeper, to the most intimate layer of this whole thing. We're going to find this infinite space not just in the cosmos, or even just in the mind, but right at the very center of our being. This is what you could call the inner cosmos. And this right here, this is really the ultimate teaching.
When the ancient sages talk about the heart, they're not talking about the physical organ that pumps your blood. No, they mean the spiritual heart, the center of your pure awareness. It's that place inside of you from which you experience everything. It's the seat of your true self. The teaching says that in this one little space within your heart, the entire universe is contained. Because think about it, where else do you experience the universe? It all happens inside your own consciousness. That sacred inner space, that is her ultimate throne.
And this leads us to the fundamental nature of this infinite space. What is its essence? Its power is love. But a very specific kind of love, known in Sanskrit as Iksha Shakti, which means the power of divine will and desire. So, if Kali's power is all about action and transformation, Bhuvaneshwari's power is what comes before that. Hers is Iksha Shakti, the power of love, of will, of the very first desire that even allows creation to happen. But it's not a forceful will. It's more like an allowing presence. It's the deep desire to create a space where life can just flourish.
This is such a profound way to look at it. We so often think of love as something we give to someone else, but this perspective says that true love is a space. It's not possessive. It doesn't try to control or define anything. It is an infinite, unconditional embrace that just gives others the room to grow, to blossom, to become completely and fully themselves. You see, divine love doesn't limit. It frees. It is the very space of freedom itself. And that is the essence of Bhuvaneshwari.
So now, as we start connecting these different layers, the cosmic stage, the space of the mind, the heart, the nature of love, a deeper pattern starts to emerge. We begin to see how connecting with this inner space completely changes how we experience reality. And this brings us to two really important ideas, Maya and the profound power of peace. Bhuvaneshwari is also known as Maya. Now that word is usually translated as illusion, but a much better way to think of it is the power that measures out the universe. It's the power that makes the one infinite space appear as all these countless separate things. Maya is what makes us see all the individual waves and completely forget that they're all just part of one single ocean. We get so caught up in our little identities, our jobs, our relationships, our opinions, and we forget the vast underlying space of consciousness that we all share. But Bhuvaneshwari, as the source of Maya, also holds the key to seeing beyond it. By connecting with her, we stop identifying with the temporary waves, and we remember that we are the infinite ocean.
And what is that feeling of remembering you're the ocean? It's peace. And I don't just mean the absence of conflict. I mean a deep, unshakable calm. This peace is the supreme power of Bhuvaneshwari. It's the power of infinite wideness. A peace so vast that it can hold absolutely everything and cannot be stained or disturbed by anything that happens within it.
This is the peace that comes from true rest. It's like the quiet at the bottom of the deepest ocean, which stays perfectly still no matter how wild the storms are on the surface. When we connect with that inner space of the heart, we find that this peace, this perfect equanimity, it's not something we have to create or fight for. It is our fundamental nature. It's always been there, just waiting for us, right beneath the surface of all our thoughts and emotions. So bringing all these threads together now, we arrive at this profound inner shift. Our whole perception of ourselves and our place in the universe gets turned on its head. The goal isn't to escape the world, it's to realize the world is actually inside of us. And here is the most important point of all. Space is not emptiness. It is not a dead, passive vacuum. It is the void, yes, but it's a fertile void, the womb from which all of creation springs. It's a loving, conscious, and intelligent presence. And that means we are not small, fragile beings lost in some vast, indifferent cosmos. We are beings in whom the entire cosmos is contained. The universe isn't just out there. It is unfolding within the space of your own awareness, right here, right now. And this isn't just nice-sounding philosophy. It's a practical path. By turning our attention away from the things and towards the space that holds them, by just resting in the field of our own awareness, we connect with the source of everything. We don't need to go anywhere or get anything. By becoming empty, by becoming an open and receptive channel just like the space itself, we find that all creativity, all love, all peace can just flow right through us. We possess the entire universe by simply being present to the space in which it appears. So we come full circle, back to this map, this symbol of the infinite. It's a reminder that underneath all the noise, all the activity, all the drama of our lives, there's a silent, loving, infinite space that is always present, always holding us. It is the background that is our true home, the stage upon which our life is a sacred dance. So the question really isn't about seeking something you don't have. It's about recognizing what has been here all along. That quiet, open awareness that's listening to these words right now, that is her. That is the space. And so the final thought I'll leave you with is this. What might you find? What might you become if you just allow yourself to rest there?